Okay, now we're going to talk about sniping specific objects in check table. And again, this is really easy. We've got two parameters here. We've got one for schemas and one for tables. And these are both include parameters. You actually can't exclude objects with these parameters. You have to use the table if you want to exclude objects, but you've seen how easy that is in the exclude video. So right now, all I want to do is the collector schema. So I pass in the collector schema into the schemas, and I get nothing but the collector schema. Very nice. Let me stop that. Now I want to do multiple schemas. I want to do collector and alert. You can see here I've got alert and collector, and they're going to be in no particular order because I haven't ordered them in the table, but they'll at least get done. If you want to order them in the table, then you can go into the CheckDB settings table and order them. Now this also accepts wildcards, so I can take all of the C% schemas. You see I've got collector here, but I should also have, yeah, there you go, and there's clone as well. So I do have all of my C% schemas. I can also mix them. I can get the alert schema along with all of the C% schemas. And so there's alert, there's collector, and then we should have the clones down here. There we go. So absolutely, I've got all of my C% and my alerts. Now I can do specific tables as well. I can say I want alert.backupDefer, archive.config, and clone.logins to push. So I can get 3 specific tables if I want. There we go, and there's my tables right there. Perfect. Now I can also use wildcard tables. I can say I want the alert, all of the alert.index% tables and all of the collector.avail tables. I don't even know what tables are in there. I guess we're about to find out. So there we go. We got index defer, index mate report settings server, and then all of these collector.availability group. There we go. Very nice. Now, there is an issue with default schemas. So let's say that I want to process all of the alert.backup tables. So therefore, I pass in the backup% right here. So that should give me all of my alert.backup tables. But what it really does is it gives me all of my DBO backup tables instead. So now I could have said alert.backup, right? I could have done it like this, and that would have given me what I wanted as well. But what we wanted to do was give you a way so that you didn't have to specify the schema every single time. Maybe you want to do something all in one schema and you don't want to have to specify that schema every time. So we do have the concept of a default schema, and here's how that works. If I insert this into this row into the CheckDB settings DB table, and then let's take a look at it. There we go. Now I've got minion check table here, and remember what I said earlier. If you didn't go look at one of those other videos, go look at it now, where I said that you have to have an op name for each one. So for this minion right here, in order to be complete, I would want an op name of check table and one for CheckDB as well. But we're going to just concentrate on check table for now. So when I'm here, all the way over here, I've got this default schema row. There we go, right there. And so what this default schema row does is it says if you don't have a schema defined in this column right here, then go ahead and use the one in here. I've already lost it. There we go. Then go ahead and use the one in here instead, and that would be right here. And you notice that that's null. So the code itself, if this is null, defaults to DBO. I like to put DBO in here anyway, just because it's more descriptive, but the code will default to DBO if you have nothing in there. So let's go ahead and update this to alert. There we go. And now let's look at the table again, if I can get it selected. So now when I look at that table again and we're looking at this last row, you see that now the default schema is alert. And now when I run that example again, I'm only running backup. Now I get all of my backup alert tables, or alert.backup tables, which is only one of them, but at least I got it this time. There we go. And that is how to snipe specific tables and schemas, and how to work with the default schema in MinionCheckDB.